Yo, Dane, do you
No
feel...
sleep till Brooklyn.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What
It's a song.
We are starting a podcast, and you just don't even know what you're saying?
I know what it is and what it was.
You just said you didn't know what it was.
I know it's a song.
Okay.
And I came up with it 5 seconds ago.
Well, that's really good. I'm glad you brought that into episode 102 of the Until Next Week podcast. Yes, it is Christmas season. It is December. It is cold. If you're in a cold area, if you're in Florida like Jack, it's probably warm, but it doesn't matter because Santa Claus is coming to town later this month.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Yeah?
We got some presents to steal now because I'm the Grinch and don't put up your Christmas trees until the 20th.
And thank you for tuning in to the Until Next Week podcast.
Need something to drink.
Dane, why? Why?
Same reason I was acting a fool last night.
What were you? Well, okay, do you just want to jump in? What were you doing last night? I don't think I was around you last night, Dane.
Yeah, I know, because I was teaching children.
Is that a segment you want to get into right now, or is that for later on?
No, this is just a general knowledge segment where when Dane drinks Mountain Dew, Dane gets
enlightened.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get, I don't even know, hyper.
I mean, I think you're usually hyper, though.
No, I've never been hyper. I'm always the most calm person of all time.
I am always hyper because I got the hyperhidrosis.
So
as
true.
you know, always sweaty. So that is unfortunate. But fortunately, when it is cold,
yes,
the hyperhidrosis does begin to calm down.
It hibernates.
I know. It is nice because it is not 118 degrees.
Hot weather's the worst. I said it.
Well, what if you're a hot weather girl?
Whoa.
Isn't that what or hot girl summer, I guess.
Hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Everybody goes on hot girl walks, hot girl summers. And then I have a friend who's, well, no. I don't know if I can say that. She's going to be mad.
And so we're on the road to 105-star reviews on Apple and Spotify. We're slowly climbing the ranks. So if you have not done it, please leave us a 5-star review. And also, please follow the podcast if you have not done it so far. And also tell all your friends to listen to the Until Next Week podcast.
Jamie Foxx was a poet.
Jamie Foxx was a poet?
Yeah.
Did he know it?
I don't know, but I was singing his song Blame It today.
Okay.
Blame it on the booze, got you feeling loose. Blame it on Patron, got you in the zone.
And he went from that to singing Scooby-Doo?
Well, that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, blame it on the vodka, blame it on the Henny.
Mm-hmm.
Blame it on the goose girl, got you feeling dizzy. I was like, ooh.
It went from penny to dizzy?
No.
That doesn't rhyme.
I don't know.
But you just say he's a poet.
He is a poet.
Man. Okay. Well,
I was
anyways,
thinking about that song a lot today.
And it... And you worked at church today, right?
Yeah, and Christmas carolers came in and it was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I left.
So you're like, I have to think of anything else to listen to?
No, I saw they were coming in and I was like, I'm leaving, and I left.
Okay. Well, you don't have to leave from this podcast yet because we're getting into some segments. Yes, we're getting into some updates from the week. And let me tell you, first off, that my laptop saga is still ongoing.
Wait, does this say you have massive pit burns?
Massive burn pits.
Oh.
Did you burn pit? Yeah, that's what I meant to put.
Pit burns.
But it doesn't matter because right now we're talking about my laptop saga.
So true.
So I did get a new laptop.
Is this a new laptop?
Yeah, you didn't even notice. Can't you see now? It's beautiful.
Bigger.
It is. Is it bigger?
Unless it's not. No,
I got a new HP laptop. It took part in those Black Friday Best Buy deals, but I did it like a couple days before Black Friday because I get ready early.
Because I don't know about that, but
yeah. Well, at least this time I did. But a part of this deal, I guess, to get this laptop, they were promoting that you get a pair of headphones for free.
Ooh.
Per the website. And I saw it and I'm like, hey, it says it right here. You get a pair of headphones if you buy this laptop. And they're like, we don't have any in store. We can't order any in. The manufacturer said we cannot order any from them ever again.
I don't care.
And I was like, but it says it right there. I want the headphones. And they're like, you can still buy this.
Nope.
But you got to call corporate. And I was like, okay, what's the return policy? And they're like, you have until January 15th. So I'm like, okay, sell it to me and I will figure it out. So a few days go by. Yes. I have opened the laptop. I have begun to do some work on the laptop, but I'm like, I still want the headphones. So I called in and they're like, okay, we understand your issue here. We've actually dealt with someone else who had the same issue where it said you get free headphones, but they didn't have any headphones.
Yeah.
But then they're like, we can't help you at all. And I'm like, why are you customer service if you can't serve me? But they said I could go back into the store and give them like this random case ID and they should be able to help me out. So I did that.
Yeah.
I stood at Best Buy for like in 30 minutes or so.
Way too long.
And then I got a pair of headphones.
A different pair?
A different pair, which are better. They're Samsung headphones, which either way, I'm probably just going to sell them or maybe return them. But it was the whole principle behind it and the $100 I'll probably get from the headphones.
Oh, yeah. Now you're making money.
I know. It's like $100 extra off the laptop, which is nice.
Here's the thing. Like, the simple solution to that would have just been give you...
Steal the headphones. Run out. And then blame Michael Fuller.
And obviously.
Okay.
But just give the value of the headphones off on the deal. On the laptop.
That's the simple thing.
That would have been so easy.
I was like, can you give me like a rain check? Or even like, I don't know if I brought up originally a gift card value, but just something to figure it out. And they're like, we can't do anything right now. So then I had to go through all the hoops and eventually did get it figured out. Got the headphones. And I think I can, if I want to, just return them if I don't want to try to sell them for more.
Dude, the idea of a rain check. When I worked at Hy-Vee, oh man, you
hated them?
You unlocked a core memory for Dane. I wrote so many rain checks.
Did you like or not like doing those?
Well, I didn't give a rip, but
you gave rain checks.
Yeah, basically you'd have these little kind of like, it looked like a notepad and it would say rain check, what is the item, what was the value, or like the deal for the item. Yeah. And then you have 1 month to come in and redeem this rain check. You can't redeem a deal from 5 years ago. And you just write a month from that day.
No, I'm telling you, it says I get a ticket to Disney World for $15.
Give it to me, Hy-Vee.
I've been saving this for 50 years.
Hy-Vee is a communist organization.
And that's why you don't work there anymore.
Yeah, they made me come in after prom and work.
The worst.
The real one that I was mad about was I was irresponsible and I forgot to ask off for the day of my graduation from high school.
Okay.
And so I went
That seems important to ask off.
Oh, yeah. Went up to I think it was the GM dude. And I said, Joe, hey, man, I totally forgot to ask off for my graduation today. And I'm supposed to work, 8 to 4, but I need to be there by 2 today. Is it cool if I leave at 2 and I'll just be a little bit late to my graduation? He said, you should have thought of that. You're working till 4. And I was like,
Did you miss your graduation?
No, I showed up crazy late and graduations take forever. So they were somebody was up there talking. We hadn't even got to the people.
They're probably like, why are you so late? They're probably freaking out. Where are you?
They weren't freaking out because there were 750 kids.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah. But I was excuse me. Everybody was sitting down and I sat down in my Hy-Vee clothes. I just threw my cap and gown over them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't believe this dude wouldn't let me off 2 hours early. Yes, I didn't do the right thing, but I'm also 18 years old.
There's also something called grace.
That too.
At Hy-Vee, it's not like you have 3 employees.
Yeah.
You have a lot of employees. If Dane's not there for 2 hours, honestly, it might help productivity for everybody else.
Low key. But yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not asking for the entire day off. I'm asking, can I get off 2 hours early? And he said, nope, you should have thought of that. And so you want me to miss my own graduation, Joe?
I bet you he's still working there to this day. Hasn't done anything else with his life.
Maybe.
It's just straight manager, whatever that is.
No, he was the GM. I asked him.
Oh, GM?
Yeah.
Top guy? Oh, wow. That's even worse. It's like, come on, GM.
I know. I'm like, you
Jim,
don't care.
Why is Jim not being nicer to you?
That's the thing, is he wasn't the one that was going to have to deal with the problem either. That's what I was mad about.
You should have just quit right there.
I should have just walked out.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee deserves it. Mm-hmm. There, I said it.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, laptop saga was solved, got the Samsung headphones, and then we got to Thanksgiving Day. I did a turkey trot or a turkey jog. Oh. It wasn't very fast.
Dang it.
Yeah. If you don't run more than give or take 15 times from one turkey trot to the next, you don't have great endurance.
Unless you're Dane.
Unless you're Dane. But you also run every single day. No. You do have cancer, but you run enough where it kind of counteracts all of that.
Yeah, I don't know if it counteracts all that, but yes.
Yeah.
I also am built for that. You're built for swimming.
I was okay. The first half a mile, I was under 6-minute pace, I believe.
That's pretty good.
And then I got tired.
Yep.
And then it was cold. And whenever I signed up, they have elite level groups and normal groups. Ooh. And I don't know if I talked about this before, but my sister, Rebecca, who runs a lot, was like, I'm going to sign up for elite group for both of us. I'm like, no, don't do that. And you're like, stop being a wimp. And I'm like, okay, sign me up for the elite.
That's a good point.
It is depressing. being
is
in the
depressing.
elite group because you get, I don't know, 1-2 minute head start. And then after you're running for about 6 or 7 minutes, there goes a runner.
Mm-hmm.
There goes another runner. There goes another runner. And all these runners have different color bibs. So I know they started way behind me, and it is so demoralizing.
Push them down.
Just one after the other, after the other, after the other. And internally, I'm just like, I'm not elite. I can't do this. And you're all passing me. And I looked at the stats afterwards. Like, I finished the race, didn't throw up, because a lot of times when I'm like getting to the finish line,
Didn't throw up.
it happens multiple times where if I see the finish line, I'm just like, well, time to puke. And I held it down barely. And my time was like 24 minutes. Not that great at all. I've got slower each year. I think I will train before next year and be better. But I think I was passed by 100 people
There you go.
during the race, and I passed 2.
Oh,
So that's a negative 98 deficit.
something like that.
But it's okay. I got free coffee afterwards. It was very cold that day as well.
It was
very,
cold.
very cold.
I remember that. It was snowing where I was at.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I finished. I was better than 90% of the people who ran. Of like the 5,000 people, I got like 250.
Oh,
So-
they suck.
They all do. I didn't do super hot, but at least I beat. I mean, not many people can say they beat 4,000 plus people.
That's true.
Like, did you beat 4,000 people at the Bass Pro Marathon? No.
It depends on how you look at it.
Because I don't think they had 4,000 people run it.
No, they had like 150 people run the marathon.
Man. So I beat way more people than you did.
Yeah,
So-
I beat like 60 people.
So we basically did the same thing. We're the same type of runners, but
Or something like that.
what about you? Did you do any kind of a turkey trot or run?
No, I
during the
wanted to.
Thanksgiving? Why not? Why
But-
didn't you do it?
I was in the middle of nowhere, USA.
Isn't that Iowa? No, Columbia. Jeff City.
Jeff City. There you go.
That's the capital of Missouri.
I know. There was nothing going on.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Why?
And also,
Start your own turkey trot.
I should, but I want to beat other people. And that's the point of life, is to beat other
And
people
racing.
in racing.
Okay, that's good.
Never mind. I was going to say Chris Brown. However,
Oh no. Oh man.
However, here we are, and I wanted to run, but instead of what we did for that, what we did was I went to Thanksgiving, and by that I mean I drove home on, I think, a Wednesday morning.
Yeah, because
And
we
then-
recorded on like Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, so then I drove the next day. That's right. And then I get there, and if you guys are confused by our last episode where we pretended like we
I think
had Thanksgiving.
I think we didn't pretend. I think we made it pretty clear it was not Thanksgiving yet.
Well, it wasn't Thanksgiving.
But
And now it's past Thanksgiving. And so I drove up there, and it was all cool. There were some new cats at the farm.
they were naked.
There's so many cats on my farm. There's like 20 cats. It's ridiculous because people will they'll drive out to the country, find the county line, and they go, this looks like a good place. And they throw the cat out the window and drive away.
And then Lindsay Reed comes out of the bushes. Is like, that's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine.
She does do that. And so there's 3 new orange cats. Don't know where they came from. And they're all our friends now. And then Lindsay Reed got there. Daniel Reed was not there.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh, because the pregnancy.
No. Because his brother, Josh Reed, got engaged to his lady friend that night. And so
he skipped Thanksgiving.
No, Daniel drove Wednesday. Lindsay and Daniel drove Wednesday from Omaha, Nebraska to Jeff City, Missouri, and then dropped Lindsay off. He kept driving to somewhere in Illinois, Edwardsville, Illinois, where he lives.
Oh, wait. Just to let you know, Jordan Love just had like a 20-yard run. We are watching the Packers-Lions game. Mainly I am.
Yeah.
Because it is Thursday Night Football. But continue.
And so he goes to Edwardsville, goes to the engagement party, spends the night, then drives back to Jeff City, and then is there for our Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And he was there pretty early the next morning. And then we had a lovely Thanksgiving. I said what I was thankful for. I said
Nothing.
Des Bryant. And because my family, Packers fans, as you know, my step family.
They are
And
all great people.
there's
I've
something
never
like
met
that.
them, but I know enough.
They can suck it.
No, they cheer for a good team. Therefore, they are good people.
Here's the thing. So Lindsay roots for Kirk Cousins. That's kind of her favorite team right now is whatever team Kirk Cousins is on, which is the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
And Then Cole doesn't have a favorite team, but he lives in Kansas City, so he'd probably say the Chiefs.
Yep.
But he does not care about sports or football at all.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's favorite team is the Cowboys. My favorite team is the Cowboys. My mom's favorite team, my real mom, her favorite team is the Chiefs, but she doesn't know anything about sports. My stepmom, Tammy's favorite team is the Steelers because her family, she and her dad are Steelers fans. Her brothers are Steelers fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then my stepsister Danielle, who's the youngest one, is a Patriots fan because of Tom Brady. And then
does she know Tom Brady left?
Yeah, but also doesn't care about sports.
Okay.
Then my stepsister Holly is a Steelers fan because she was raised that way. But her husband Eric is a big Packers fan. Raised their oldest two kids to be Packers fans.
At least he raised them well.
And then the youngest one is a Steelers fan, like her mom.
That really stinks.
Yeah,
Because the Packers are more consistent, at least the
Divided
past 20 plus years than the Steelers have been. So he's raising them right.
Well, the
he's
Steelers-
raising them with a team that is owned by their community and not some
That's
giant
false.
corporation. No, that's what it is. It's all shareholders.
yeah, who don't have any rights
But they get to go to a shareholders meeting.
and do nothing.
But they get to have a piece of paper that says we own stock in the Packers.
That is true.
It's pretty cool, honestly.
One of our pastors is one of those people.
I know. I think it's difficult to, I know it's difficult to get season tickets. I don't know how difficult it is to buy in to the Packers.
You should look into that.
I need to own them. I'm going to buy out everybody's stock.
Take it. And then my stepsister's the other stepsister's husband is a Rams fan.
Why?
I don't know.
St. Louis?
And
Is that why?
Their son is a Packers fan, though.
Again, raising them right.
No.
Okay, so you had all that. You had food.
Oh, yeah.
You had Daniel. Anything else happen on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. So we wake up on Black Friday, and I say to...
What time? What time?
Well...
Because depending on what time you woke up, I might interrupt you.
No, we didn't go Black Friday shopping.
Okay, then I'm interrupting you because I woke up at 4:30 a.m.
That's disgusting.
to go to JCPenney's.
The worst place
that
ever.
Opened at 5 a.m.
Ew.
Not normal Black Friday like it was in the good old days, but JCPenney's was open, and there was probably 300 people in line. And
Yeah.
you think they had some great blockbusters
Nope.
with all their No, it's JCPenney's. No, they had free mini snow globes of Elf. And I was like, this is kind of cool. I used to get them back in the day. They had a series of like Mickey Mouse snow globes, which were really cool.
That is
but then
true.
they stopped after 2015, I believe. And I was like, that was my favorite part of Black Friday. But they brought them back this year, but it was Elf. And I got one of those and a $10 gift card. And I was kind of regretting all choices because about an hour and a half later, they still had leftover snow globes. So I didn't need to wake up at 4:30.
So true.
Yeah. Okay, but back to you.
Black Friday deals used to mean something. It used to feel like you were stealing those things,
like
items.
on Black Friday itself. And now
Yeah.
it's like Black Friday week, month, year.
Yeah. Get Black Friday deals,
Buy it
whatever
all,
you want.
buy it all. I mean, before it's like Cyber Monday, only Mondays for the deals. And now it's like, let's get deals just for weeks.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, tell me.
When I worked at the gun store and I
Ivy?
was selling guns, no. Ivy. We had a deal one time that was buy one gun, get one free.
Oh, that's a good deal.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like you could pick out your gun. It was buy this gun that we have on sale already.
And you get a Nerf.
And you would get a 22 handgun for free. And
Okay.
it was
Okay.
like a little Rough Rider pistol. And it was like, still.
Did anyone ever come in and they're like, hey, I want to do the buy one, get one free, but I don't want to buy the first one. I just want a free gun.
There actually were a lot of jokes like that. And it was ridiculous. So I was like, ha ha ha.
You're so great. Rain check.
Yeah.
Rain check.
Well, and I worked 13 and a half hours that day. So I was really feeling it.
Well, you didn't have graduation.
That's true. I didn't have graduating
Yeah,
that
you're fine.
that day because college is a scam. However, so
The
then
Packers just scored there. Yep.
who scored?
Josh Jacobs, my running back.
Okay, well, we'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
However, so then I tell the people after we have our Thanksgiving dinner that night, or actually had Thanksgiving kind of like lunch afternoonish thing.
Okay.
And then I tell the people, I'm like, hey,
Leonard.
we need to start Monopoly because we always play Monopolies as a family. And by that, I mean me, Lindsay, Cole, and Mr. Reed.
But let's be honest, only 3 of those people play, and the other one's like, here's all my properties. And I quit.
Lindsay,
Yep.
we're talking to you. That's exactly what happens every time.
She does have thoughts that will come in later in this episode, just so you know.
So true.
Okay.
And I said, we need to get started. They said, no, everybody's going to bed. And I was like, we need to get started or it's not going to happen. next morning, I was like, guys, we're going to play? No, we need to go interrupt Dad at Black Friday shopping, which was fun. I told his coworkers that he was being rude to us. I was like, hey, that bald man back in apparel, he was really rude to us.
Get him fired. That'll be the greatest prank ever. You get your dad fired. Man, now let's play Monopoly. Family time.
I told him I was going to come in and say, hey, is there a Mark Beismeyer here? He had a type of brawl he was going to help me buy. And can you just get him over here? Like, he's an expert on that.
Oh, man.
Because he says, like, they always send him over whenever somebody needs help in the bra section.
He's the guy? He's the guy for the bras?
He's just the guy who's not an idiot that works at the store.
Okay, I mean, that's a plus.
He works with a bunch of high school kids.
Okay,
so,
and they know nothing.
They don't know nothing, and they had to fire somebody for being in the dressing room on their phone for 45 minutes the other day. 30 or 45 minutes. I'm like, yep.
You can't
do that.
Dang it. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to start a job there.
We kept going throughout the day. Oh, we're going to do this now. No, we're going to do this. Oh, now we need to eat dinner.
And you're like, no, Monopoly.
Nope, we didn't play.
What?
Yeah.
Well, so you didn't even have Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what should happen? But Dane kept saying it and saying it and saying it, and then nobody listens to Dane, and then we don't play it.
You know, you could have brought up the card.
We did.
The cancer card.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that one. I thought
hey, you could like, help.
That's what I'm saying.
I need it.
This could be our last time playing Monopoly together.
Oh, my gosh.
Because, Lindsay, you're not going to make it to the Christmas, so probably won't ever see you again. And so, anyways, the bingo card came up, though. We made our bingo cards, and many things were checked off. It was great.
Did anybody win bingo?
No, because we couldn't make the actual cards because Lindsay and I both were going to make it on one of our websites at school or at the church, and then we both forgot to do it. So then we tried to write it out, but then everybody was around while we were trying to talk about it. So then we had some ideas and wrote some things down, but then we didn't actually play.
Okay, well, the most important thing...
We didn't play anything!
The most important thing is, did the podcast get brought up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What were some of the greatest comments that were made about the podcast?
So imagine you're sitting there at your step-parents, so my stepmom's daughter's husband and her's house.
Stepmom's daughter. Okay, so literally no relation to you whatsoever.
Well, my stepsister.
Okay.
So my stepsister's house, and then her...
How old is she roughly?
She's 36 or something.
Okay, so a little older than Rebecca. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so imagine you're at your stepsister's house, and then her in-laws are there, and you're sitting across the table from your step-in-laws. And I don't even know how to say that. And
let me stop you there. They were freaking out. Their hands were getting sweaty like, he's the guy.
This is that
He's
guy.
The guy. I can't believe we're eating Thanksgiving with the guy. One of two of the Until Next Week podcast.
There's literally only two people.
I bet you they were freaking out. Is that what was happening?
Well, the dad goes, so Dane, what do you do for fun? And somehow either Lindsay or I said something about the podcast, and like briefly, like, yeah, I also do a podcast. And then I said a bunch of other things, and then he goes, you have a podcast? Like, and he fixates in on the podcast. And he goes, what's it about? And I told him about, cancer. I work at a church. I ran a marathon.
No, it's just a cancer podcast.
It's the cancer podcast.
That's what we are.
I told him, I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. He goes, well, what about? And I was like, well, long story short, it's like about improv comedy, and we just try to make people laugh and things like that and teach them valuable lessons. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, oh, cool. And then like goes back to eating for a second. And then like we're talking about something else. Me and other people are talking about something else now. And then he just goes, so what kind of topics do you have on there? And I'm like, we're back on this. And then I'm like, well, we got like a grinding my gear segment, just something that we find annoying in the world. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we gotta do updates of the week. We do sports talk. We do a main segment. I have something called Dane's Manifesto. And
there's someone who calls in every week from Florida who's never met you, who tells jokes.
Yeah, he said that. He goes, well, what kind of like people listen? I was like, well, there's people all over the United States and the globe that listen. And I was like, it's kind of wild. And he goes, really? And I'm like, yeah.
Did he ever ask what it was called or how many episodes?
No, neither of those questions. And then it happens again where I start talking to other people about other stuff, and he goes, so Joe
Rogan. Can he be on the pod?
No.
Do you know Joe Rogan?
No. He goes, so how often you do this sort of thing? And I was like, do what? And he goes, the podcast. And I'm like, oh. I was like, of course.
For the past 101 weeks, that's how many times.
I didn't remember it specifically. I was like, I know we have over 100 episodes, so we're in the low 100s right now. And he goes, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, all right. And I'm like, okay. I don't even remember his name.
And you're going to sleep that night, and he goes into your room like, hey, buddy, I've been listening, and I want to send in the voice memo. How do you do that?
I want to donate all the cash.
Yeah, how do I sponsor you guys? Did it get to there at any point?
No, it was just kind of dancing around that, and then he just kept asking those questions, and then later on found out that he's a Democrat. So here we are.
Did you start fixating on that as well, or no? Or did you just kind of go on with normal Thanksgiving activities, like filling in your bingo card?
So I started making some political jokes, and because I was going to say, because my stepsister printed out cards, then we were all going to write what we're thankful for, and we are going to hang them up. Yeah. And I started saying something about Trump being back in office, and then my stepsister's husband goes, "Get that all out of your system now, Dane." Uh-huh. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And then my stepsister leans in and goes, "Hey, his parents are liberal." And I go, "Oh."
You're like, oh.
And I'm like,
okay. Michael Fuller, can you make it here right now? We've met a friend of yours.
I was like, that's fine. Somebody should just send me a memo.
A voice memo,
if you will,
on Instagram at Until Next Week Podcast.
Yeah, people, like, if you invite me to a party, send me a preemptive list of topics to stay away from.
Was that on the bingo card that a random family member would have voted for the other side?
Oh no, half of my dad's side of the family are all really liberal, and then the other half is really conservative. It just depends on who you talk to. Yeah. Literally in that moment, it's literally half and half at our family Thanksgiving. So.
That's cool. Nice. Just kind of jump in really quick for some other Thanksgiving updates for myself, unless you have any others.
I have more.
We'll come back to you. So I had a Thanksgiving, again, turkey trot, had the coffee, all the good things. And then later we kind of do our Thanksgiving dinner, quote unquote, like during lunchtime. Like we literally ate at like 12 p.m. It's pretty nice. Get that big amount of sides and turkey and mashed potatoes and everything else. And we had this like family for the most part. Lauren came over as well, which was nice.
Who's that?
Then you know who she is.
Oh.
And then after all the eating and activities, which there weren't any activities, it was just eating. We have like a giant fire pit in the backyard, and it's not like a little fire pit. It's one that is made out of like cinder blocks, and it's more of a burn pit, because
I like fire.
You would get along with my brother well, because he also likes fire, and big fire.
Which one?
Like David.
Yeah.
The fire goes very high into the sky, and we might or might not be in city limits, so it might or might not be illegal to do this, but we might or might not care. So we went through like legitimately like a full trailer load of wood, and the flames were a burning.
In your defense,
flying. Yes.
In your defense, this is America.
Yeah, like we don't care, and we have a hose next to it.
What?
We have hose next to the fire.
Were you calling Lauren that?
No,
that's crazy.
No. I said nothing, but they helped put the fire out. So.
Dude.
Oh man,
it's crazy. Get a bucket.
Yeah, I don't know if really anything else happened during Thanksgiving for the most part. She eventually left to help with like her family Thanksgiving preparations for the next day. Whatever. I guess that's when they had their family Thanksgiving. But I think after that, I really just kind of worked on my laptop and try to get used to breaking it in a little bit, because it's a new laptop. It's also a touch screen. I can touch it.
Ooh,
but I don't want to right now. And also the screen can flip all the way behind the keyboard.
Yeah.
So then it's like a tablet as well.
I had an HP like that one time. It was smaller, but it was kind of like
the nicest thing about this laptop, just getting back on it for a second, is it's 2 terabytes, which is 4 times the storage of my other one.
Yeah.
And it has 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Wow. I used to know a girl named Tara.
I thought you were going to say RAM.
No. Built for tough. Sorry.
Yeah. We're still watching the game. But that was basically all of my Thanksgiving updates, Black Friday updates, etc. Did you end up buying anything like on Black Friday, like any sales or no?
Well, I didn't buy any sales. However, I did buy the 2024 Hater of the Year trophy.
Oh, do you want to tell me about it?
Yeah. So Lindsay Reed may be receiving it this year. And
Well, I thought you didn't. Wait, have you not? You've done it this year.
Yeah, we already announced it.
Yeah.
So Lindsay Reed, your trophy is now in my possession, and I'm not going to describe it until I'm able to give it to you, which is a tricky thing.
Because she's with child.
She's with child selfishly, but we're going to get it to her, and I have an idea of how to get it to you, and I won't say it because obviously you listen to Lay Podcast.
Until next week podcast.
If you are listening and you would like to know this information, I'll tell you, but you have to DM me on Instagram. So
Okay. I think it's time to get into one of our next segments because those updates took a bit, but the rest of the stuff should kind of flow pretty well. But as we're watching the Packers versus Lions game, I think it's only poetic.
What's that?
That we get into our next segment, which is Sports Talk. Yes, we are recording on Thursday night for Thursday Night Football, and we are going to talk some sports with you, fantasy football, NFL, MLB, and basically everything that's not soccer. Wow.
Soccer sucks.
Kyle, we still like you, though.
No, I'm not watching
Also,
it.
did you hear that they might build a professional soccer stadium in Springfield?
Why?
It's like not the MLS, like whatever's right below that in professional soccer. They might build it right next to Hammons Field.
How come we get the second-rate things here?
Because we can't support a major league franchise, but we can do the next best thing, which is AA baseball, mid-major D1 sports, and maybe a kind of like a minor league, major league soccer, and arena football league.
And that's what I say, the Lunkers.
Did you know we used to also have a professional soccer or tennis team?
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
the Lasers.
Yeah, which was really
I've seen them
cool
play.
back in the day because I remember seeing, I think, Andy Roddick.
Yep.
He played.
I met Andy Roddick.
I did too. We were probably there at the same time.
Yeah, back when we were in high school.
Yeah,
that's
that
when
was
I met
cool.
him.
Yeah, they had some big people. I think I also met Marie Sharapova, Anna Kournikova. She came one time, and I met her, and then I met like a few other just like crazy good tennis players who just randomly were in Springfield.
You've also met me.
I have met you, so that is also
Anybody out there,
important.
I would destroy you in tennis.
Would you? Yeah, you probably would. Most of the people are pretty unathletic. Just kidding. That's all jokes. But you would probably beat most people, assuming they don't play tennis.
I was on the third-ranked team in the state.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can play tennis, and I'm still going to win.
Yeah. Just really quick, some quick hits for me for sports. I beat Jack in fantasy football.
Let's go!
This week, and that was just poetic because he
I actually needed that to happen. So,
well, yeah, because this week there's currently. I'm in first. I've clinched a spot. Second place has clinched a spot, I believe. And then third place is you. And you've basically clinched a spot.
Because I'm playing Alvaro this week.
But fourth place is a little crazy because currently there's two teams, I think, tied for fourth. And then Allie Hoopy's one game behind, but she for sure will win her game. And there's a chance. One of the guys, Austin, he is playing the top guy who I'm going
Ryan Rockwell.
Ryan Rockwell is going blank for a second. So Ryan might beat him, which would put him down a game. Allie wins a game, but then I don't know if it goes via like total score or head to head. And if it's total score, Ryan will make it still. But if it's head to head, there's a chance Allie maybe has beat him more.
I think it's points 4.
It probably is. So
the tiebreaker.
Most likely Austin will make it through, but also Jack. Jack is also right there.
Because he's tied for fourth.
Yeah, so if Ryan loses and Jack wins, Jack's in the playoffs.
I need Ryan to lose so I can pass Ryan.
And also Jack will most likely win because he's not. I think he's playing Angela Birdwell, who has not checked her team since we drafted.
Don't worry, Angela. Just accept the trade.
And she has a comment we'll read off later in the episode.
That's a different thing I need to say. Joshua, you suck. Well, I tried to collude with you, and I texted you about it, and you said no.
What were you trying to do with Joshua?
I was trying to give him...
trying to do a trade?
Yes.
Oh, you can't do that.
Trying to give him the finest kicker in the land for Jamar Chase.
No, that's even worse. No. He actually pays attention a little bit.
I know, but I'm like, Joshua, you're eliminated already. Who cares? Give me Jamar Chase.
No. That is too far.
Yeah, he said
honestly, though, we should have tried to make a trade between us.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't. We still could.
What were we going to trade?
I don't know. We could figure out something. There's still a couple days before more games happen.
Are we allowed to trade still? Do we not have a trade deadline?
I don't think there is.
Hey, Joshua. How you doing, man?
But yeah, end up beating Jack. And the main reason I beat him was because in the last game, it was the Packers and 49ers. And McCaffrey got injured at half.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up beating Jack. Because he had McCaffrey. I did not. But I ended up getting just enough points with Josh Jacobs to win by like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
If McCaffrey would have stayed in, I would have lost. So I am on a 10-game win streak, I believe. 9 or 10.
Christian screwed me in a different league, too.
That stinks. And now he's out for the season.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Whatever.
But yeah, Packers beat 49ers. Currently playing the Lions. They are down 10-7. The Lions may score right here. We don't really know, but you'll already know the results of the game, maybe, when you're listening.
True.
Another quick sports thing is Jameis Winston.
Oh,
he threw.
No, I wrote that for me, too. I said, God bless Jameis Winston.
Threw for 497 yards. 3 interceptions, 2 of which were pick sixes.
Yep.
And they lost the game by like 10.
So he threw for 3 touchdowns.
He
threw
broke
for
the
3
record
interceptions
for their team.
He threw 5 total touchdowns, not all to his team.
Yeah.
And almost 500 yards. And somehow in my leagues,
They lost like 41-32.
I had the Denver defense, and they got so many points, even though they gave up 500 yards of offense.
Was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, he's awesome, but I'm like, how? I saw the stats. I'm like, I feel like he somehow lost this game still. And then he did.
Jameis Winston is an enigma.
He's awesome. But he's probably like, I'm just happy that I can play football.
The horses are prepared for battle. And I have thrown the battle through the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's wild. And then only other quick thought I have on sports is the Dodgers just keep getting better. They signed the best free agent pitcher, I believe, available, Blank Snell.
Well, him or Burns.
Yeah, so both very, very good. And they signed him to a big deal. They re-signed Tommy Edman to like a 5-year deal, getting like $15 million a year, which was smart on their part.
Yeah.
And most likely Arenado will probably get traded there.
Yeah, I mean, because Arenado gets to choose where he wants to go.
Yeah, he wants to be with a competitor if he gets traded. And he also posted back-to-back days. One day he posted something of him hanging out like in California because he's from around that area, I think, originally.
Yeah.
And the song was called Dodger Blue.
Yeah.
It was like a new song that was released, I think, by Drake or somebody recently. Yeah. And then the next day he posted a story of some Dodgers fan who saw him in public and ran up to him and got like a picture with him. And then on that guy's post, he was like, I hope to see you in Dodger Blue sometime. And Arenado reposted the story.
Yeah.
So I think he wants to be with the Dodgers.
I've heard the Red Sox.
I think Dodgers makes the most sense because they don't have a third baseman.
Well, they have Max Muncy.
They don't have a third baseman.
Yeah.
So they have so many pieces that they could trade, and also they don't care about the salary as much.
They need an outfielder more than they need a third baseman.
But I could see him easily going after Arenado there.
Well, yeah, I mean, Arenado would be a great fit for them out there.
Mm-hmm.
And also Arenado to the Yankees would make sense. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I mean, Arenado is a good guy. And honestly, just help us out.
Yeah.
Nolan, like we have so many people who can play third base.
Yeah.
So please, we'd love to trade you. Just get us a good deal to get some pitchers back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I've heard Juan Soto is in plus $600 million territory now.
I think multiple teams.
Yeah, multiple teams have offered that.
He's like 25 though. For a free agent.
26. Yeah,
25, 26 for a free agent is crazy.
Yeah. And it's like ridiculous. And I've heard the Red Sox are making a strong push. The Mets said they won't be outbid. And I'm like, well, that's tough. Yankees, I don't know how they're going to do it. And I don't know how they can sell it to their fan base if they do lose out on him.
Yeah.
But I also heard a thing today that was like, if you lose out on Soto, you could sign Burns, Willie Adames, and some first baseman who's a free agent who for the equivalent of what you would give Juan Soto.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, shoot, maybe you do that. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And
well, also something else ridiculous is the NFL is rigged.
It is rigged.
You want to jump into that?
It's rigged because I don't know if you guys saw, but on Black Friday, the Chiefs had a football game.
Oh, they did.
And whenever you watch a football game with Dane, it's like, it depends on who's playing. If the Cowboys are playing or if the Chiefs are playing or if it's just a big game in general, you will see, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Yeah, I saw.
You will see Dane go from the sitting down position to the standing up by the seat position to the takes one step towards the TV, 2 steps, 3 steps. Now I'm standing right next to the TV, arms folded, and I'm staring straight into the abyss, which is the television. And this happened with the Chiefs game. And as I'm standing there, the Chiefs go up, 19-17. And then I'm like, okay, they're going to do it again even though they're playing terrible. And then which they always do against the Raiders. And then the Raiders start to drive. Aiden O'Connell first down.
Yep.
The second first down. Dane's now standing up.
Dane's getting interesting.
Yeah, another first down. Dane's walking towards the TV. Okay, now they're about in field goal range. Oh, caught the football, first down. Now Dane's crossed arms standing right next to the TV. Okay, here we go. Don't screw this up, Raiders. Another first down.
They're doing it. They're going to
do it. It's a chip shot field goal now. I'm like, okay, you're going to maybe run it here, go get a little closer, and I see Aiden O'Connell walk up. He looks to his right, starts to pan over to his left, ball snapped in the face, and then on the ground. And I'm like, what is happening? Chiefs recover. And then I see a flag, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a false start. They're just going to call it back. And then you see the bozos get together, also known as the NFL referees.
Oh, yep.
And you see them say it was illegal beating the Chiefs, so we're going to have to call a penalty here.
Yeah.
And then they're like, it's actually illegal shift, which is declinable, and then the Chiefs win. And I'm like, this is so stupid. And somebody else who's a Chiefs fan explained to me that since it was a stopped clock, it was a legal shift. If it would have been a running clock, it would have been a false start. I'm like, shut up. NFL's rigged.
Yeah.
And because this is the dumbest thing that happens all week, every time with the Chiefs. And
I think I saw a stat, which again, people will argue anyway, but for teams that are, 10-1, they have the worst point differential of any team in history.
Yeah.
It's like plus 50 maybe, and they're 10-1, which is not that much.
Yeah, point differential tells the story.
Yeah, like they're still winning games, so it's just barely each time. Like they're barely winning the games, which again is, as long as you win the games, that's the most important thing. But at the same time, they are so beatable. Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I hope they get smoked, but they got beat by the Bills.
Yeah.
I think they could get beat by the Ravens again.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole different thing. They're 7 plays away from being like a 500 football team.
It's crazy. Also, another crazy game was I have never really seen myself cheer for the Bears. And a similar situation, they were playing against the Lions, I believe, on Thanksgiving. And they were down by, I think, less than a touchdown.
Yep.
And they had the ball with like 2 minutes left in Caleb Williams' hands. And he's like, oh, first down.
First down.
Oh, first down.
Here we go.
I think, again, like they're going like the whole field. Oh, first down, first down, first down. Oh, all of a sudden, they are within field goal range, which would tie the game if they kicked a field goal. They were down by 3. And then all of a sudden, there was a play. Oh, wide open receiver, and he threw it at his feet.
That was cool. I like that one.
That was really good. And then the next play, let's have some offsides or some penalties. So let's go back out of field goal range.
That's okay.
And then we're like, okay, we still got like 25 seconds, and it's like second down. Oh,
so true.
Oh, get the ball. Sacked. Well, you can't get sacked, but you have a timeout. You're fine.
Call it now.
Okay, time is going. 20 seconds. Okay, you still have time for a play, and then maybe a kick to tie it. I mean, you're barely out of range, but who knows? Time's still going down. Why aren't you doing a play? Why aren't you calling a time? There it is 7, 5, 6. Oh, now there's running a play. They're running a play. Didn't use the timeout and just chucked it to like no man's land.
Nobody.
And didn't even have a chance to tie or win the game. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
Matt Eberflus.
I am not. So like, I don't like the Bears whatsoever, but I wanted you to beat the Lions. That would help the Packers. And that was so ugly. And then the coach, I thought he was fired that night, but he was fired the next day.
Yeah.
Because he is bad. Anybody would have called a timeout there.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
It was crazy.
Anybody who's ever played a video game ever knows to call timeout right there.
Or you just immediately hit like some random buttons on the controller, so hopefully it stops the clock. You should do something
like that. But no, yeah, it's one of those where it's like it's 90% Eberflus's fault, 10% Caleb Williams' fault because he could have called timeout too. However, he's a rookie quarterback, so I don't put that much blame on him. If it was a veteran quarterback, I would have put more blame on him.
But once you get another 10 seconds,
right,
just call the timeout because no matter what, you're only getting one play. So then you get to decide, do we draw up one last Hail Mary or do we kick the long kick and hope it goes in?
Well, what I would have done, call timeout, 25 seconds left, call play like
route near the line.
Yeah, route over the middle. And then have them get down, spike it. You'd have plenty of time to run up to the line, spike it.
Yeah, as long as you get a first down there, yeah.
Yeah, and then kick the field goal, win, and then
tie, and then go to overtime, and then win.
That too.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't have fired Eberflus because I would have fired him after the season. Because you fired your defensive coordinator already, and now you fired your head coach, and there's only the offensive coordinator to run the team the rest of the season.
Hey, that's what it was meant to do the whole time.
And the way I would have seen it, I would be like, well, screw it. We're 4-8 now. let's let him finish the season. I'll fire him at the end of the season. And at least Caleb Williams will have like more stability because you don't want to ruin him with instability, which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Bears are bad, but same time, I don't really know what else.
The Bears really, you know what they do to my hips?
They grind your gears.
Oh, yeah.
I got caught. I got caught in the gears. I got caught.
Yep, that's the hip again.
I got to unwind it. 1 second. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
that's better.
I got out. Dang.
Oh, man.
Dang it. We're going to do a quick Grinds My Gears segment. But part of this is we're going to play 20 questions as well because
Perfect.
I made a purchase and it is what's partially grinding my gears right now.
Obviously.
And I want you to see if you can figure out what I purchased by asking questions.
Okay.
So I'm ready for you to start asking.
Is it a technology?
No.
Is it alive?
No.
Can you eat it?
No.
Can you wear it?
No.
Frick. Can you drive it?
No. You can ask more general questions. I don't know.
Is it boy or a girl?
I guess boy.
I meant like, is it for a boy or a girl?
I would go more boy.
Okay. Do you have to keep it inside?
It would probably be preferred.
Okay. Is it big or small?
Big.
Okay. Did I say can you wear this? Can you wear this?
No.
Frick. Let's see here. Who would notice it most?
I ask yes or no questions. Yes or no questions.
Let me see here. Do guys wear it to look cool or have it to look cool?
No.
Do they have it for practical reasons?
Not really.
Okay. We're getting nowhere with this. Is it okay? So it's a big thing. Is it like a dominant color to it? Like, is it one color?
No.
Okay. It's multicolored. It's big. And it's not technology. It's not something you can wear. Can you hold it?
Technically, yes.
Okay. And it's not an animal.
No.
And it's a boy thing. Do any girls have it, or is it purely only a boy thing?
I would say it's very heavily guys.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't know what guys have. Can you store things in it?
No.
Okay. And all these questions are the worst.
You're the one asking the questions.
I know, but like we're getting nowhere. I have no category of anything. Can you sit on this?
No.
Okay. And it's not a chair either. Can you sleep in this?
No.
Can you read this?
No.
Okay.
You're at 18 questions. I've gotten nowhere.
Yeah, because apparently it's nothing.
Okay. I'll give you 2 more questions, then I'll give you a couple hints, and you'll get there.
Can you eat this?
No. You already asked that. You
Did
get
I?
2 questions still.
Okay. Can you decorate this?
I mean, I guess you could.
So probably not.
Doesn't really help you there.
How big is it?
It's yes or no questions.
Is it bigger than a house?
No. What was I buying bigger than a house?
I don't know.
This is sports related.
It's a card.
No.
It's a backpack.
No.
It's a autograph thing.
No.
It's a life-size Jordan Love thing.
I guess you're kind of on the right track there.
It's a life-size fat head of yourself.
No.
It's a is it something to do with you?
Not really.
Is it something to do with the Packers?
No.
Something to do with Missouri State?
No.
Gosh, that's everything you love.
No, it's not.
Is it something to do with the Cardinals?
Yes.
Okay.
You're close. Only 28 questions. You're almost there.
Is it a life-size poster of something?
No.
Is it as tall as you?
Not quite.
Okay. Is it over 5 foot tall?
No.
What? Is it over 4 foot tall?
Technically, no.
Is it a bat?
No.
Okay. Is it golf clubs?
No.
Is it a bat bag?
No.
Is it Is it?
This is a wild thing. I just want to say you literally have to think pretty far out of the box to get this. Okay. We're almost done, and then we'll change to something else, people.
Is it a seat?
No. Think. What are things that I buy a lot of?
Bobbleheads.
Okay.
Is it a life-size bobblehead?
Not life size.
Is it a 3-foot bobblehead?
You're closer.
2-foot bobblehead.
You're getting colder.
2.5-foot bobblehead.
No, you're getting colder.
3-foot bobblehead.
You're getting warmer.
3.5-foot bobblehead.
Getting warmer.
4-foot bobblehead. Yeah. Okay, so you got
that took forever.
Of who?
Adam Wainwright.
Oh my goodness.
I bought a 4-foot tall bobblehead, and when I was storing it in the back of my car, I wrapped it in a blanket. It looked like a body.
Yeah, it was a body. How am I supposed to guess 4 foot?
I thought you would ask, hey, is it sports related? Yes. Is it a bobblehead? Yes. That would have been so quick.
No.
Yeah. But now to get to my grinds my gears, besides that taking way too long, it took like 40 questions. I hope you're still listening, people.
Probably not.
But I got it home, and then I found out like the wrist was like slightly cracked, and I'm like, dang it, I should have paid attention. That would have been nice. But I also got a really good price on it, so whether I keep it or sell it, I don't know yet. But it is a 4-foot tall Adam Wainwright bobblehead.
Sell it to anybody
Pretty
who's
heavy.
listening. I bet it is heavy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bought it last night. So
wow.
That's what grinds my gears, that I didn't pay more attention, but I still got a good deal.
And the game we played.
Yeah. And also I've been slow decorating for Christmas. It's past December and I'm not done. So that's all my grinds my gears. Dane, you tell me what grinds your gears besides that game.
This is relevant. This is about a story, once again, of betrayal.
Oh, okay.
And by betrayal, I mean I wasn't the one betrayed, but someone very near and dear to you guys' heart was betrayed.
Oh, who was betrayed?
A one
Lindsay Reed.
No.
Oh. Well,
a one Samuelson.
Okay.
Samuelson was betrayed.
I was betrayed?
Wow. Yes. Because I may have put a Spotify poll up. I put a poll up.
I thought we were getting to this later.
We are, but this is relevant to this. So I put up a thing on the Instagram, Dane's Instagram. Some of you may have voted. I said, in honor of Spotify Wrapped Day, we must decide as a nation, is Apple Music the Android of the music world? With the options being A, Spotify is so much better, it's not even close. B, no, you're crazy, music is music. Or C, Android is a cuss word. Or D, I agree, but I get Apple Music for free. Samuel voted Spotify is great.
It is. But that wasn't the right question, because no, Spotify is the Androids of the world. It is better. Just people who use iPhones and Apple don't have a big enough mindset to realize there's better things out there.
This isn't the betrayal I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The betrayal is the one Lauren, your girlfriend, who voted on this, Android is a cuss word, and then slid up and said, don't tell Samuel I voted for option 3.
Gosh.
And I said, it will be my grinding my gears segment on the podcast. And she said, ha ha ha, I support it, to be honest.
She doesn't understand. And then everything's more expensive. Everything's twice as much, it feels like.
So true.
And is not better.
And isn't that what we want?
Twice as much for stuff that isn't that much better?
Exactly.
Or better at all?
No, what we want
Here's the bobblehead I got. Look at it.
Dang it.
Isn't it big?
I can't tell if you're looking from a windowsill or if you're outside.
This is on the back of someone's truck.
Oh, wow.
Because it's 4 feet tall.
Oh, it's on the tail. Yeah. I see
Also, just one other quick thing. The guy I bought this from, I guess he has like a lot of connections, and the guy that he got it from is the son of like a former St. Louis Cardinals player who played like in the 60s. Ooh. Or like played like in Sportsman's Park and Busch Stadium.
Dizzy Dean.
But it wasn't him. I don't remember the name, and I kind of wish I did, but that's how he got a hold of it, because otherwise these are only in like Hy-Vees and like a few random grocery stores.
Don't go to Hy-Vee.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's overpriced. So
and they're communists.
Yeah, that too. But thanks for the betrayal. That grinds my gears because it's not true. Spotify, yes, is better than Apple Music, but it is not the Android of the world. Actually, wait, Spotify is the Android of the world because it's better. Because you were saying Apple Music is the Android of the world, which is not true. Spotify is the Android of the world because it's what most of the world uses because it's better.
The correct way to live your life is to have an iPhone
is
with
to be
Spotify.
Ignorant and be like, well, I got an iPhone. I guess I got to stay iPhone forever because know the whole what's it called, ecosystem.
Oh, there you go.
I got to stay in the ecosystem. There's no way I can branch out because I am so stuck in my ways that I got to get a Mac. Got to get an iPhone.
I do.
Got to get an
Mac.
Apple Watch.
I do.
Got to
have an Apple Watch.
I don't know,
AirPods.
a Steve Jobs cutout poster. I don't know what else.
AirPods.
AirPods too. Got to get all of it.
I have AirPods as well.
And AirPods aren't as good also.
I love AirPods.
They aren't that great. They're okay. They're not that great.
I'm amazed by them.
And then also, you know what? They own Beats. Beats stink.
Beats stink?
Beats, like the headphones.
Yeah, like Dre. Beats by Dre.
They aren't good.
Really?
No, they aren't. I had a pair back in the day, and I ended up selling them to someone else. I'm getting a different pair because they gave me headaches.
Why?
And I don't want headaches.
I
want quality music without headaches.
I almost bought some Beats. So
they aren't
that's why
that
I
good.
asked that.
If you ever decide to get some headphones, let me know. I dug pretty deep into it whenever I purchased these.
Well, my AirPods are going out after 9 years of having them.
Okay. Well, I have this new pair of Samsung headphones that are Bluetooth. If you
are they like these, the big ones?
You want over the ear?
No,
they're like the in ear.
Are they noise canceling?
They probably are.
I don't want noise canceling.
Well, you can turn off noise canceling.
I know, but I don't want the form fitting.
Hear me out. For what you work out with. Yeah. I think you should get the cheapest pair of Google Pixel Buds because they are very, very secure. They're very light and they sound nice and they aren't noise canceling. And they're like $100.
I'm going to get new AirPods.
I will show them to you. And that's actually the best pair. I love the ones that I have that I run with.
Yeah, that's the thing is I run and I want to be able to hear if a car is going to hit me or if somebody's attacking me.
Yeah.
But I have quality sound. But I don't want it to fill my ear and because I have a pair of JBL headphones too, and they noise cancel everything, and I'm like, man, these great sound, but I just can't hear anything. So then I have these open ear ones that are supposed to be so you don't get.
What color would you want? What do you want?
Probably white.
Let's see. That's clearly white. This is all white. These are $100.
See, I don't like that piece.
What piece?
That form fitting to the earpiece.
In the ear?
Yeah.
It's honestly, it has different sizes and it's not really that noticeable. It actually feels nice in your ear. You should consider them. Whoa. They also have a black pair, a dark olive, and a sea color. There's dark
Show me the olive.
There's olive.
I like olive.
Yeah. And also, if you decide you want to purchase those, let me know because I get 10% back in credit on Google.
Oh.
Because I'm a high up member.
Look at you. Yeah. Man, I keep buying too many pairs of headphones. I have a bunch of them.
Well, if you do need a new pair of running headphones, I would highly recommend those.
Maybe. I have Shocks right now too.
Yeah. But if you need one, let me know and I can maybe help you out there.
I want to know what Joshua Smith uses.
Joshua Smith, if you're listening to the podcast, which you probably are, let Dane know what you use. So
now what is it time for?
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
Way too long.
But we got to get to our main segment, which, as some of you know and we've already kind of referenced, Spotify is a superior music site. But they also released their Spotify Wrapped, which is basically where you get the stats for the whole year of what you've listened to or what has our podcast done. We have those stats as well. We're kind of dig into it, see what's kind of interesting, like our top artists, top albums, top podcasts, etc. And it's kind of, okay, just before we start, they don't record for the whole year.
Right.
It's so dumb.
December, they don't do it.
No, it's a wild, wild west out there. You can listen to whatever you want. If you want any super controversial podcasts from political, especially any side of the aisle, do it now. Dude. Listen to everything you need to know because you don't want that in your top 5 podcasts next year.
You've been talking to Lauren, haven't you? She put that on her Instagram.
Yeah, she brought that up as the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
But it's very true because nothing is recorded at this point. I think they stopped. Supposedly, it went January 1st to November 15th is when they tracked it for. Huh. So from November 15th to December 31st, nothing matters.
That's true.
You can do whatever you want and listen, and it won't be tracked in your Spotify Wrapped.
I mean, that's true in life, too. Nothing matters between them.
Nothing matters during December.
It's the Wild Wild West. Say something controversial, people.
Do what you want. Whatever you want. Do it.
Get a parakeet.
Parakeet? Okay.
Is that what I said?
Okay. But yep, Spotify Wrapped came out. We already talked about Apple Music, how they have their issues where it's not as good as Spotify Wrapped. But if you're listening on Apple, please keep listening. we care about you too, because people who listen with Apple Music need to be cared for.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the only acceptable way to have Apple Music is if you get it for free.
That is very true. A lot of people do. But if you're paying for it, don't. Just go to Spotify
Yeah, go
instead.
to Spotify. It's way better.
So really quick, some of my quick hits for my Spotify Wrapped. I listened to 37,094 minutes.
That's a lot.
And it's not even, it is, but it was only top 8% worldwide. I saw someone with over 100,000 minutes. And do you know who that was?
Gucci Megan.
Joshua Schmitz.
Oh.
Joshua Schmitz had over 100,000. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because 37,000 minutes, I believe, is like, oh, wait, no. I think I listened. Oh, what? Okay, what is it?
Here, I have a quick fun fact.
Yes.
I have a quick fun fact.
Yes.
So I have a friend named Gucci Megan. Her real name is not Gucci Megan. It's just Megan. But I call her Gucci Megan because she has Gucci stuff.
Yeah.
And so she had listened to 137,000 minutes last year, which is equivalent to 95 days.
Yeah, I just did the math on mine. I listened to just over 25 days of music.
Yeah.
And if I added my podcast, which we'll get into later, into the mix, it would have been over like 41 days.
It's crazy.
Which is if you're listening nonstop for 41 days, even when you're sleeping. But let's just say you only listen to 12 hours a day. So it's basically like you listen to music while you're awake the entire time for about 80 days.
I'm awake.
Give or take. But how many minutes did you have?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I had 40,508 minutes.
So you're only 3,000 above me.
Yeah, I was slightly ahead of you.
Bet you I had more podcast minutes, though. You have those down?
Let me see. I wrote down. Yeah, okay, I got it here. You want me to say it?
Yeah.
I had 10,928.
Yeah, I was 26,000.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, the reason, because here's my top podcast really quick. I had Ghostrunners, which I've talked about. They release 2 episodes a week. On average, it's about 2.5 hours of listening per week. And then I listened to Net Positive with John Christ, which is 1 episode a week. And then I listened to Correct Opinions with Trey Kennedy, which is 1 episode a week. Becoming Something, I go back and forth when I listen to it, but usually it's about 30 minutes a week. And then the Tim Hawkins podcast somehow made my top 5. They stopped making podcasts abruptly in April.
That's crazy.
Like they made it every single week for like years. And then back in the day, they did this. They had made it to episode 100. And then they just stopped without telling anybody.
I as well.
And then they stopped for like over a year. And then they brought it back. And then they've done it for like 2.5 plus years. And then they just stopped abruptly on April 1st. But they also had episodes that were like over an hour long each time. But between those, I mean, Ghostrunners, Net Positive is over an hour typically. Correct Opinions is over an hour typically. So I listen to like a minimum of like probably 5 to 6 hours of podcast a week.
It's a lot.
For the entire year. And that's how I got up to that 26,000 minutes.
I guess that's about an hour a day.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
So,
yeah, that's crazy. So we're doing podcast first?
Well, that's what I just did. So I guess you might as well say your top podcast.
So, 10,928 minutes listening to podcasts. My top topic was sports, which I was top 6% in the world for.
You had a lot of sports on yours.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting ready to read them too. Yeah, I guess that's it for podcasts. So my top podcast was number 5, the Fantasy Footballers Dynasty podcast. Because I love Dynasty fantasy football. I think that's the way it should be done. You keep your team every year is essentially what it is.
Yep.
And you keep building and you only draft rookies.
Yep.
And number 4, the Ryan Russillo podcast, guy who used to work for ESPN, now works for The Ringer, and does college football, NFL, and NBA stuff, which is great. Number 3, Becoming Something with Jonathan Bacluto.
Hey, shout out. We both had him.
Oh, yeah. Listen to that I listen to the new episode every Monday, and I usually will split it up between Monday and Tuesday before I finish it because my drive to work is very short now.
Yep.
And so then number 2 is the Bill Simmons podcast.
Another sports.
Another sports guy who used to work at ESPN as well. Big NBA guy. And then he also does the NFL, and then he'll do some other random stuff that are kind of cool. He does like a political thing sometimes.
Yep.
He runs The Ringer, and he every Sunday comes out with like a podcast where him and his buddy or his cousin will talk about the NFL day, and like they'll compare different quarterbacks and things and that. And what I really like about them is they're not ESPN. They're not the other like mainstream talk shows where they just do sensational things. They actually try to give correct opinions. Yeah. They don't want to just be like, this person's the greatest of all time, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. I don't want to hear that anymore. Like the sensationalism, like that's one of my pet peeves is when somebody calls somebody, is this the greatest quarterback of all time? And they've played 2 seasons. Yeah. So That drives me crazy. And my number one podcast is the Fantasy Footballer's main podcast. So if you think I like fantasy football, it's true. And I listen to them a lot. So
I was
they're clean and fun.
4 of my 5 were comedy. 4 of your 5 were sports.
Yeah.
I think I was top 2% in the world for listening to comedy related podcasts. I don't know where the Until Next Week podcast was because I don't listen to them a lot because I listen to it right now as we're talking.
We live it.
And then I edit, interception by the Packers. Oh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. I hate sports, though. I'm a comedy podcast guy. It's 17-14, and we're on the 15-yard line. Wrong buttons.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted.
I know because I changed them around. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's right. My hips still hurt.
But yeah, those were kind of our podcast rundowns. For music, I guess I'll go into...
This is the big one.
Do you want to go top songs first, or do you want to go artist?
Let's do artist. I think, well,
let's do songs.
Let's do songs, I guess.
So
yeah,
I had some quick stats. Again, I had 37,000 minutes of listening. Randomly on April 25th, I listened for 387 minutes, which is 6+ hours. And I looked at my photo roll. I'm like, what was I doing? And I was at work, and I believe that was the day I purchased Imagine Dragons tickets.
I'll do it.
And I was like, I need to start listening to their albums right now. So I had a ton of listening that day. I listened to over 1,900 songs throughout the entire year. But my number one song overall was Good Day by Forrest Frank. I was the top 0.01% of all listeners. I listened to it 86 times, including the first day it was released in January. And then besides that, my other top songs were Up by Forrest Frank and Connor Price.
Obviously.
Your Way's Better, which is the shorter version by Forrest Frank, which reading it really quickly, it says Your Way's Better shorter. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. Number 4 with Grave Robber by Crowder, and number 5 was Nothing Sweeter by TobyMac. I was really surprised because I think this is the first time ever I haven't had like a rap song in my top 5 songs.
Yeah, you sound like a typical white girl.
I am pretty white right now. So what about you? How white are you, Dane?
I'm red, not white at all, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so my top songs, if I can get this to work here, that's not it. So my top songs are number 5, Half a Song by Cody Johnson. I discovered that, and it is kind of upbeat and nice and flirty. Number 4 is Worthy of It All, live by the Worship Initiative and Shane and Shane. That's the song. It's great. I like it. And then
Touchdown Packers. Sorry.
Dang it. Who?
Josh Jacobs again.
Dang it.
That's my running back.
Number 3, I Can't Breathe by Parker McCollum. Guitar solo goes crazy in that.
Yep.
And also very felt. Number 2, discovered this song at Run Club on a Saturday. We went to a coffee shop, and I heard it playing over the speakers outside.
Shazam that.
I Shazammed it.
There we go.
And which is so much faster than asking Siri to name that tune.
Yep.
And so I Shazammed it, and it was Far Too Good by John Smith, and I listened to it the second most this year. It's amazing, like acoustic sound to it. And if you hear a lot of stuff that what I listen to, it's that stuff right there. Very good acoustic, very good lyrics. And then number 1, play this song a lot. It's Bad Guy.
By Billie Eilish?
Nope. By Casey Donahue Band.
It's like, what? Out of nowhere, does Billie Eilish made your top song?
Nope. It's this song's all about how he's the bad guy. He's owning it, saying that I'm toxic, I'm going to ruin your life. No, not that. No. Billie Eilish is not a real artist. She sucks.
Okay, that's all I really know.
No. She sucks.
Okay. Do you have your music evolution, or do you just want to go to top artists at this point?
I have the months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay, so this is the made up stuff that randomly they're like, hey, this is how your music taste changed throughout the year. So in January, they said I had a psychedelic mid-tempo psychic chill, which basically means I listened to a lot of instrumentals while I was in busy season for accounting. And
I listen to instrumentals a lot too.
Yeah, and then in June, I had sweater, weather, banjo, CCM, which I think just meant like I listened to Crowder a lot.
Yeah.
And then in October, it told me I was dance party football Christian hip hop, which was like NF and Lecrae and Forrest Frank.
Where's the football come from?
Don't know. I really don't. They just make up stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. What's football music? I don't understand.
No, because then it said NF Lecrae. I mean, NF, I think a lot of people listen to. Lecrae,
Not
some
me.
people. I mean, Lecrae had a thing at the Texans stadium the other day where he was had like a line that was exclusive with the Texans, and he did like a meet and greet, and he hung out with like C.J. Stroud.
Nice.
Because
Not me.
C.J. Stroud's a big fan.
I never listened enough.
Do you?
I don't know.
Okay, okay. What were your music evolutions here before we get into our artist of the year?
So yours is weird. Yours went from January to June and then October. Mine went literally March, April, May.
Okay, so how do you change between the 3 months?
Well, so March was my atmospheric slow dance Christian music phase.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That doesn't make any sense. But Casting Crowns, Need to Breathe, and the Worship Initiative, I played a lot.
Yep.
And then you go to April, and it was breakup Western country singing season with Morgan Wallen, George Strait, and Eric Church, which, if I remember correctly, I did ask out a girl in April, and then she said yes, then said no, but this was like 3-week period where she kind of led me on. So that was a good time, and that's what happened in April. And then May was my bougie clean rap hip hop where I played lots of Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z.
Yep.
So I don't understand how it's bougie clean rap hip hop because Kendrick, Drake, and Jay-Z are not clean.
Maybe you listen to some bougie music, some clean music, and some hip hop music.
Well, Jay-Z, there's one song that I listened to by him, New York or whatever.
Yeah, New
I
York.
can't remember what it's called. But with him and Rihanna.
Yeah, I think it's Rihanna.
Yeah, him and Rihanna. Yep. And that's the only song I ever listened to. And I didn't listen. It wasn't in my top 100. So I did not listen to Jay-Z. That's made up.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Whatever. But I think it's time to get to our artist of the year. It says I listened to 1,055 different artists, which is kind of crazy. But with my number 5, I had Connor Price.
Yep.
Number 4, I had Taylor Swift. She dropped for me. She was number 1 last year for like the first time ever. She dropped to number 4 this year. Number 3, Need to Breathe.
Obviously.
Number 2, Imagine Dragons. For obvious reasons.
Yeah, reasons.
Obvious reasons. Because I went to see them basically front row. And then my number 1 artist of the year is, yes, the basic white girl in me coming out. Forrest Frank. I was a top 1% fan, and I listened for 947 minutes to Forrest. So thank you, Forrest, for giving me music to listen to.
947 minutes?
Yep. And 947 minutes of Forrest Frank. So shout out. Those are my top 5 artists. And really quick, this is like the first time ever I have not had like a Christian rapper in my top 5. Like I almost always have Lecrae's in there.
That's true, you do.
Always. And NF is like always in there. And then other people kind of come in and out, whether that's KB jumping in here and there or just like whoever. Or like Ben Rector jumps in there, but he's obviously not Christian rap. But I was like, this surprised me. Like I didn't listen to much like Christian rap this year. And I think that's because I've been listening to a lot more podcasts in the gym and then just podcasts in general or just lots and 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 lots of Forrest Frank.
That's true. Lots of Forrest Frank.
Yeah.
But you did come out with a bomb album.
And I might see him. I might go try to see him in concert because he just released his tour list and maybe might go see him in St. Louis. I don't know yet.
Yacht too.
Yeah. It'd be kind of fun.
It'd be crazy.
So what about you? What are your top 5 artists? I'm sure we had identical ones.
I listened to 1,933 songs this year and I listened to 856 artists.
Okay.
And let's see here. My top artist in order was, if you will. Hold on. This wasn't it. There it is.
Yep.
Hold on. There it is. So number 5, somebody who's been a mainstay in my top 5 for years.
Rihanna.
Eric Church.
Okay, Eric Church. Yeah.
Love Eric Church, my favorite 2010s country singer. And followed by number 4, my favorite singer of all time. And the only reason he's not higher is because he's not making new music anymore. And that is number 4, George Strait.
Oh,
the king of country.
Good pick.
Followed by number 3 is a guy who came out with a new album this year and is probably the most underrated singer IMO in the country world, I think. Cameron Marlowe.
I don't know who that is. Does he make the tobacco?
No, he doesn't make the tobacco.
Cameron Marlboro?
Marlboro Ultralights.
Yep.
Which he is followed by somebody who I always say that I hate that I love him so much because this guy is Morgan Wallen and he's number 2. And
how?
What do you mean?
Why do you have him so high?
Because I hate that I love him and he sings songs that speak to me.
I guess you did see him in concert.
I didn't.
Oh, you saw Luke Bryan.
I saw Luke Bryan, yeah. Luke Bryan's music sucks. Morgan Wallen's like, man, 3/4 of what you have I like. Mm-hmm. And there's like some songs that I'm just like, this is the dumbest. He either has songs I'm like, yeah, man, this is a banger, or this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Are you saying, wait, I'm for Luke Bryan or?
Well, both really, but
yeah.
with Morgan Wallen, probably 75% of his songs, I'm like, man, this is a banger.
Yep.
And then there's 25% where it's like, man, I hate this song. There's no in between.
Yep.
And so that's pretty good. And then my number one artist, this, I don't know how this happens, but I'm in
Taylor Swift.
This person's top 2% of listeners.
Oh,
I listened to 1,188 minutes of this person.
I'm sure they dropped a new album this year.
I don't
didn't.
think so. Yeah.
They didn't.
And because that person is NF.
NF. Let's go. Nathan Furstein is your guy.
I don't know how he's my number one. Like,
you said a lot of running playlists, right?
it had to have been, because I'm like, I only listen to him whenever I work out.
You're out there grinding. Okay.
I listen to that.
Okay. Yeah.
I listen to that one a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally only listen to like his hype, like
That's all of his music.
Oh yeah,
A lot of
some
it.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, when I would work out and when I would run, I would listen to that. But I don't exclusively listen to that. I listen to
so good.
a bunch. I only listen to rap when I run.
So
That's
good.
it.
He's so good.
And so I'm like, I don't get it.
He's so good. And I think he's releasing a new album this year.
Finally.
And I'm pretty hyped because I think he does it give or take every like 2-ish years. And each time when he does that, he will make the run for my number one artist. But I believe Ben Rector is also releasing a new album, which means he will also be in the mix this next year. Taylor Swift will probably drop out of my top 5, but it is okay because I'll have some of my OGs come back.
I will be 95% country music again.
Yeah. I am a little worried though.
Again?
Because I talked about that alarm clock app, which I have. And with this, I wasn't thinking, I've been playing Spotify playlist to wake me up.
Dude, yeah.
Specifically, well, kind of on that right path because I'm kind of doing like somewhat old school hip hop to wake me up. And I was like, why are these songs all of a sudden in my top 100 after only having I don't listen to these people that much because I noticed like Still DRE by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and No Diggity by Blackstreet. And I'm on a Boat by Lonely Island.
Dang it.
And California Love by Tupac. And Hot in Here by Nelly. All were in my top 100 songs. Some of them were like my top 20. I'm like, what did I do? And I'm like, it's the alarm clock.
Yep.
The alarm clock is causing these songs to jump up. And I'm like, I can't do this for the whole year. I got to change my playlist around or else I will have Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Nelly as my top 5 artists next year. Or I could just wake up right away, but that doesn't happen.
No. There needs to be a way to where you can say, hey, I'm just studying or I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, that's what's stupid whenever they have like tons of instrumentals because people sleep with their music sometimes.
Right.
Which runs your Spotify rap.
One girl had top 5. It was literally, I remember who this was. It is one of my friends. She had top 5 was all thunderstorm sounds.
That's horrible. That just stinks. It's
I'm like, that's trash.
It's like this Spotify rap means nothing.
Yeah.
And that is when you have Apple Music. Apple Music, you listen to thunder sounds if you get it for free, and then you buy Spotify just so you can have your normal music listening. There you go.
You know what I would do before I figured out how to, you would put a sleep timer on Spotify?
Yeah.
I would go to YouTube and listen to like wind sounds or something and then let the YouTube video run out and turn off the play next thing.
Yep.
And it would just turn off. That's what I used to do.
Man.
But I don't do that anymore because I'm an adult and I just go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm just more tired now.
This is going to be a long episode, but do you want me to go through any of our Spotify rap for the podcast?
Yes.
Okay, so there's not a lot of stuff, but it says that we gained 91% more streams.
I don't know what that means.
I think it means roughly twice as many people listened this year than they did last year. And we gained 105% of followers. So I think our followers more than doubled in the past year, which is big. It says new fans. We had 68% of your listeners
are new.
That's
interesting.
Discovered us this year, which is pretty cool.
Well, now we're actually doing the podcast instead of figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. And then for audience, it says that our age range for this year was
17-year-olds.
27%, 18 to 24. 25 to 29-year-olds were 36%.
Yep.
30 to 34, 16%. 35 to 44-year-olds, 12%. 45 to 54, 8%. And then 55 plus, 1% of our listeners.
Nice.
So shout out to y'all. And then what age range do you think grew the most?
60 plus.
Close. 45 to 54-year-olds grew by 77%. So we're getting better with all ages. So
Oh,
shout out to all y'all.
Well, Denise, what do you want to have for dinner? Trump won the election here, but you got to give credit to Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think many 45 to 54-year-olds sound like that there, Dane.
I just think of Chris Collinsworth every time I think of that. I know you got your Spotify Wrapped coming out, and you listen to a lot of music, but you got to give credit to Patrick Mahomes here.
Yeah. And just like a couple other quick stats, it showed the most popular podcasts that our listeners listen to are Ghostrunners, Joe Rogan, Correct Opinions, Smash Boom Best, which is a funny and smart debate show for kids and family.
What the heck?
And then Net Positive with John Christ.
Who's listening to Smart Boom Bash Popcorn?
If you listen to that, send us in a voice memo on Instagram, because I guess it's popular with some of y'all.
We're calling you out.
Yeah, I don't really know. And then our people like to listen to soundtrack music, CCM, and indie Christian. No surprise.
We have a lot of Christian followers.
And then for audiobooks, religion and spirituality, fiction and literature, and sci-fi and fantasy.
Who's listening to that dang science stuff?
I don't know who's Michael. Michael probably is.
Yeah.
A couple other quick little stats. It said we are a top 10 podcast for 116 people.
That's crazy.
We are a top 5 podcast for 80 people.
That's also crazy.
And we were a number 1 show for 19 people.
Wow.
So, and our top fans listen to us 3.2 times more than other listeners.
Obviously.
Which means they're probably just listening every week. So,
hey, you 19 people who were your number 1 podcast, write in.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you.
I think one of them, I think she put in her comment, but I believe one might have been Angela Birdwell, but she said she doesn't know how to get her Spotify Wrapped. But she said we're for sure her number 1, which,
let's go.
If we are, that's awesome. But I figured Ghostrunners would be, unless you listen to us more than Ghostrunners.
Because we're better.
That would be cool. That would be cool if that's what you're doing. But I don't really know. We'll get there. We'll get there. But some place we'll also get is somewhere that you like to go often, Dane.
Well, sometimes you enter the inner workings of my mind, and whenever you do things like that, you need to go ahead and pull over, and you need to go ahead and sit down, because it's time for Dane's Manifesto. And so this week in Dane's Manifesto, we are talking about some crazy things. Crazy things. By that, I mean, we're talking about Dane's Manifesto, which is going to be the pros and cons of being an extremist. By extremist, I mean Michael Fuller-like. And by that, I mean pros of being an extremist is you could get to be really funny, and is that a good thing or a bad thing? We don't know. And the examples are there are going to be a lot of people who love you, and that's really awesome, because the people who get your humor and get that you're an extremist are like, you know what, I kind of like this guy. And then there are cons, because it can also get annoying, and not everyone enjoys the same stuff as you, and you are polarizing. And so what I'm saying is, whenever you're an extremist, you tend to rub people the wrong way, or they tend to really like you. There's usually not a lot of people that just feel neutral about you. They're either like, Dane, love that guy. Or they're like, Dane, really? Come on now. And sometimes I see it in my coworkers' eyes. They're just like, Dane, you're acting crazy again. And I said, yeah, that's what makes me great with the youth. Mm-hmm. So you got to be crazy. And you think this is all a game. It's all connected. And so what I'm saying is you got to be unhinged, and you got to have a level of extremist to you, because that's also part of my humor, which is just going the distance and being crazy and being funny. And the further you can push the envelope, the better, because you always need to keep pushing until HR gets invited in on your joke. And what I'm saying is that was Dane's Manifesto. You need to go back to walking and running, and if you don't understand that was also a joke about being an extremist, that's why we didn't get it. Because I was trying to be purposely confusing to be an extremist. So there's that.
And that was part 41.
And it's all connected.
Yeah, part 41 of Dane's Manifesto. But because I said it and Dane did not say it, I did not click the button. So
Dane's Manifesto.
I already changed it. I'm sorry.
I got it.
No, you can't.
I want to press it.
You can't.
I'm pressing it.
Keep talking for a second. Keep talking.
Okay. So go back to walking and driving.
And now we are to that part of the show. Yes. It is time.
me if you want to reach me.
Call in, people. Kim Possible.
Yes, it is time for our voice memos. The first one is from, Jack Holmgren. He's always there. You never know what he's going to say, but he is back again with, I believe, a joke with Jack.
What's up, Until Next Week podcast? I am back with Jokes with Jack, and I have a funny one for you. But first, I just want to say thank you for enduring my bad, corny jokes. And I hope you enjoy this one. What do you call a belt with a watch on it?
I clicked out. Dang it.
Unreal.
Oh, no.
We have a professional
Here we go.
podcast.
Here we go.
Jokes. And I hope you enjoy this one. What do you call a belt with a watch on it? A waste of time. Just like watching the Cowboys play football.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
No, the Cowboys...
You ended it well. The
Cowboys saved Christmas. Not Christmas. They will save Christmas. They saved Thanksgiving
by getting a lower draft pick because they won.
Because we're out here to win. We didn't come in here to just lose on purpose. We're here to win because we're going to make the playoffs and run the table. Cooper Rush is the GOAT. There, I said it.
Okay, well, from there, I think we just get straight into some notes by Lindsay Reed. But before I play her voice memos, I want to mention that you saw her.
Who, Lindsay Reed?
Yeah, you did see her this past Thanksgiving, and she just wanted me to say that I want the podcast to know that Dane saw me for the first time since July over Thanksgiving, and he told me I look like a whale. So I'm glad that you really just care for her so much.
She's very round. And I was like, it was weird because she kept making me try to feel her belly. And then I couldn't feel anything. It seemed like a publicity stunt for a long time. And then I felt a weird pushy thing. I'm like, it makes me want to throw up. Touching pregnant ladies' stomachs makes me want to throw up.
Hopefully you don't do it a lot.
I don't.
And then also she did say that I take no offense to his BS.
What?
And she said, in regard to the fentanyl and meth combo on episode 101, it's ironic because one of the options for pain management during labor is hourly fentanyl. So... She might do it.
She might understand what my brain is like.
Yeah. But now we have two voice memos that are kind of long from the Lindsay Reed.
Hello, Until Next Week podcast. I have started listening today's Monday, to episode 101, and I wanted to comment on Dane's comments or responses to my comments about hunting. So I did have my years off a little bit. I said that Dane started hunting 5 years prior to me. That was my mistake. I did not start hunting when I was 10. Dane is off on that. I started going probably, I think it was like 11, and then I just kind of basically shadowed my dad. And then the year that I was able to start hunting with a gun, my very first year, I killed 5 deer in that season, and I was hunting with my dad simultaneously, so it was one of those things where it was like, if there's a group of deer, we would both shoot one, and so I ended up killing 5 deer. Now, as far as the nicer bucks go, Dane is correct that he killed a 12-point. It's got a drop tine. That's like a very desirable deer. But the deer that I killed on that same day in that same stand has a really tall and thick set of antlers. And so it's kind of, that's why I said it's up for debate on which one is nicer because of Dane's scoring. But Dane's first nice deer and my first nice deer don't even come close in comparison. My first nice deer was a 10-point, and Dane's was also 10-point, but mine was like easily, significantly nicer than Dane's. And then my second nice buck that I killed, I want to say it was a 9-point, and that 9-point is nicer, is comparable to Dane's very first deer, so that's my third place, and that would be Dane's second best one. And that one I think is nicer than Dane's second nicest deer. And then these 2 bucks that Dane has killed in the last couple of years aren't great. So
what?
Not that you wouldn't. Well, a lot of people wouldn't shoot them, but some people would. Wow. whatever. But anyways, I've killed 3 nice ones, and like collectively by comparison to his 4 bucks, mine are probably collectively nicer than his. And again, our nicest deer is up for debate. That is that. And now I have to figure out how to stop this.
That was a lot of deer talk. Do we want to go into our last minute and 45 voice memo, or do you have any quick responses?
So Lindsay sucks for one. And for two, the 2 deer I've killed back-to-back years are not unnice deer. They're good deer. They're not amazing deer. They're really good deer and bigger. They're the 3rd and 4th biggest deer.
But how thick are they?
They're not 2Cs. They're regular. They're like, oh, that's a buck. I need to shoot him.
Okay.
And so the one I killed this year was my 3rd biggest deer ever. It replaced the one I killed last year as my 3rd biggest deer. So now 3rd and 4th back-to-back years. And those 2 deer are the equivalent of said 9 point that Lindsay said that she killed at one point. She did kill a monster, but also when she says her first nice buck and my nice buck was my second biggest deer that I've ever killed was the very first deer I ever killed when I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
Lindsay did not kill her first nicest deer until years later in the future. So me shootsies deersies better than Lindsay's shootsies deersies.
And now back with Lindsay.
Okay, second, I love that Dane explained how much it costs to hunt in Missouri from being someone who's out of state. The state of Missouri loves to discourage out-of-state hunters, and I understand it, but it is very frustrating because I would be hunting on my parents' land. So basically it's our land, so it would be only right that I would hunt being a family member. But Dane was incorrect in his pricing. Actually, the state of Missouri has really bumped up the pricing. So if you are someone who wants to hunt out of state in Missouri and you say, well, I just want to kill a doe, the state of Missouri says, nope, you can't just kill a doe. You have to buy a buck tag. A buck tag gives you the privilege to kill either a buck or a doe. It doesn't really matter. But that one tag is $276 by itself.
That's dumb.
Then if you want to kill a second deer, like let's say you kill a buck and you're like, hey, I'd really like to get some more meat, and I want to kill a doe, that doe tag is an additional $25 on top of the $276 that you already spent. So if I want to kill one deer in the state of Missouri, and that's if you even kill a deer, because you may not even see a deer. So if I would just want to kill one, it's $276. If I want to kill 2, it's $301, and that's all before taxes. So it is just truly a scam by the conservation department. So not only is it not safe for me to climb up into a tree, like Samuel said, it would be 2 kills, 1 stone.
I did say that.
It's not safe for me to climb up in a tree. It's also extremely expensive for me to maybe kill a deer. Maybe. That is all.
That actually is kind of nuts. Whenever we were talking about it last week, I was like, that doesn't seem too crazy to get a deer. That's so much meat. But now I'm thinking, if you're out of state, that is actually really pricey. Like, that's a lot of money for not, I mean, you get meat, but you have to still pay to like get it done and everything.
Right. Well, and what Lindsay also, she's thinking about this, but what she failed to mention there was that it's $301 just for her. Her husband also hunts. And so if they want to come hunting as a family,
$602
every year. If they want to kill 4 deer, which they probably won't kill 4 deer in one setting because they only come opening weekend because it's such a long drive from Nebraska. They can't do that back-to-back weekends and stuff like that. So in order for them as a family to go hunting, and then baby Adolf that's coming will probably be raised as a hunter. So then now, you want to go hunting with Grandpa? $900 for the Reed family to come hunting.
That's crazy.
Which probably won't happen, but
yeah.
I don't know. So it's very much a we'll see thing. Hopefully they just move back to Missouri or they be wiser, choose Visor.
The Packers just had a big stop. They stopped the Lions, who were 4th and 1, now the Packers are on their own 30-yard line.
Dang it.
But they are down by 3. So
their own 30, that's crazy.
Yeah, own 30. Yeah, that's a lot of money for hunting.
Yeah.
Plus, then you got to pay for all the ammo because you're going to miss each time.
Lindsay shoots and misses a lot, just so you know.
Yeah, so that's always an issue.
Yeah, that's just for the tag. Before, I mean, our dad processes it. If you want to get it like taxidermied, it'd be more money.
Yeah,
but our
and
dad
by the end of
pays
it,
for
you're
that.
out $10,000.
Kind of
Crazy.
You're spending billions of dollars.
But there's content. You can talk about it on the podcast.
That's all that matters,
and that's
really.
priceless.
Exactly.
So just other quick responses. Jack pointed out that he's angry about preferential call treatments, like how you, I think, call Lindsay all the time, but we don't call Jack.
Oh,
and
make phone calls?
I was considering calling him right now, but it's actually pretty late and my phone's recording, so that wouldn't be super great.
And it's an hour ahead where he's at.
Yeah, so maybe sometime in the future we might preferentially call you out of the blue, Jack. We don't know, but it's an option. We'll keep it in our mind. Okay? Okay, so we hear you. We hear you.
I guess did I answer Jake Trustin Art's phone call one time?
Yeah, I think you might have.
He called me though.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll get a live call by Jack sometime, but before then, we're going to jump into some Spotify responses from episode 101, which was Going Rogue in Fantasy Football.
True.
Angela Birdwell put, I know Until Next Week is my top listened to podcast on Spotify, but I can't get my rap stats. So congrats on being first. Love the Hunty Talk this week. And
Really?
I guess technically this week as well. My son shot an 8-point this week with a 15 3/4 inch in spread that he is very happy about with the deer emoji.
Wow, look at that. That actually is a nice, really, really nice deer.
Yeah. So then now we got Allie Hoopy. I can no longer be silent. Allie said multiple things I cannot repeat, in quotes. Allie Hoopy is on a rampage. Is absolute slander. Samuel, you taking advantage of innocent, wholesome Joshua Schmitz for votes? His lease has gone down the tubes. I mean, Dane also tried to take advantage of Joshua.
Whoa.
So I don't know. I don't think I said those quotes, though. I think that was Dane rampaging about you, Allie. I think you're doing a great job, and I still want you to sneak in the playoffs, but you got to take down Jack and also Austin.
Yeah, Joshua needs to be wiser and choose my visor in the trade.
Yes.
And I'm tired of him putting on this sham. Listen, Joshua, I have cancer, and I need to win this until next week for Fantasy Football League.
I'm going to try to win.
No.
We'll see. But it doesn't matter because Austin Messer, I don't think he's ever responded in Spotify before. I can't remember. But he put, I was only upset about the Fantasy Football League because I went to make a trade and I couldn't because Jonathan Brooks was left in my IR slot. So I couldn't trade because of that with an upside down smiley face. Really enjoying the podcast lately, fellas.
Best part is Jonathan Brooks can't or has started playing now, and he's been sucking. So
So you're just that really stinks.
not sucking. They're not giving him enough chances. So.
And then Jack Holmgren put Samuel's Buccaneer or Buck a Year pun was top quality. Step it up with catching on to these puns, Dane.
Who was that?
Jack.
Jack can take it and
shove it up his...
Throw it in the ocean.
Yes.
That's what he can do with that.
Then we also asked a poll question, who is the better hunter, Dane or Lindsay? And with 60% of the vote, it was voted Dane.
Let's go.
So that is what the people are saying.
Wow.
But the poll, you could keep voting. It could always change, but we probably won't read it off again unless it changed drastically.
So true.
And then just a couple other responses, or a few more from episode 100. Reiner put, Tim Hawkins is who I strive to be in life. Also, we share the same favorite Bible verse, Psalm 38:7. I don't remember the context there, but it's okay. Jack Holmgren put, I heard that Dane was the sibling that snitched all the time. That's probably why he got stitches with his testicular cancer. # gone gonad.
No. So Psalm 38:7?
I think so.
For my sides are filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. That's it.
I think that's what it was.
That's crazy.
And then Elizabeth Virgil put, all the beeps were cracking me up. All the bleeps.
Yeah,
all the
bleeps.
She put beeps.
That's
fine.
all
the beep. I mean, that's right. I just thought it was funny. All the beeps were cracking me up. Happy 100th episode, guys. Thanks for all the joy and encouragement you share. Thank you, Elizabeth, for being a part of this journey.
I forgot how much I was unhinged on that podcast.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
That was funny because it's the 100th one, and so we had to spice it up.
You said a lot of stuff early. I was like, bleep, 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 bleep. And immediately Michael Fuller's like, I love all the beeps. So
Michael Fuller is a beep.
Yeah, he is
and
a
a bleep.
But you know who's not a bleep or a beep? The #1 sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I heard you might have a verse of the week for our longest episode ever, which is happening right now.
Guess what, guys? I found the series notes that I had that I was going to start with us.
Yep.
And so it's called Fighting for Joy.
Fight for that joy, Dane. Fight for it.
So
you got to fight for that right to joy.
We as a staff, we learned from I think it was Dr. Andrew Albritton.
Yep.
No, Dr. Andrew Albritton, I think, is who it was. And so he came in, it was him. And then he has been a pastor for like a bazillion years. And he came in and he started talking to us about joy and had this printout that I kind of wrote stuff down on. And so he said you can fight for joy in 4 different ways as a Christian. And the first one is to to quit trying to live the Christian life. And everybody, including myself, was like, what? What do you mean, Pastor Man? And so he goes on to explain it. The verse that goes with, though, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. I don't know why I said self-control, which is Galatians 5:22. And so that's your verse of the week. But he says, stop trying to live the Christian life. And are you just faking it until you make it? What is your motivation for living this Christian life? Are you somebody who is like trying to live this morally good life, or are you actually living a life that is surrendered to Christ? Because for those of you who have lived a life, not necessarily as faking as a Christian, but faking it in any capacity, where you try to put on this front, you put on this mask, and then it's an exhausting day in and day out of trying to be somebody who you're not, like you're going to end up frustrated and going back to the same spot where you have been, or worse than you have been. And similarly, when people try to live this Christian life, they can only put up the facade for so long until finally God asks them for something they're not willing to give up. And that's where I get at with the have you lived a fully surrendered life? And so, because God's going to ask you for everything, and it's going to be this kind of, a lot of times it's this slow thing where it's like, hey, and I say it's kind of my story where it's, hey, I'm following Christ now. Okay, this is great. I'm just going to stop partying, and I'm going to stop chasing girls around and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, those are obvious things. And then it was, oh, okay, well, I want to start doing more Christian things like reading the Bible, serving, and it's like, oh, hey, you're serving, but now that you're serving, like you're only doing the things that make you look cool. That's not the point. Yeah. You need to go take out the trash now. You need to scrub toilets now. You need to do things like that now. And also, it's not just serving your church. It's serving people in your community. It's serving the homeless. It's all kinds of stuff like this. And then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to start doing those things now. And then it's, oh, well, I just had like a not so God honoring thought about that person just now. And it's the fact that like, man, I didn't think so awesome about them. And I was like, well, shoot, now God's asking for that. God's asking for my thoughts too. And it's more than that. It's your times, your talents, your treasures. It's everything. Your life is his or it's not. And so fighting for joy is to quit trying to live this Christian life and instead living a surrendered life. And so that's kind of our blurb and our Jesus moment for the week. But really, our Jesus moment is a life moment because this is a life that is for Christ.
Let's go. That's a good word. I'm glad he finally found the sheet after we've been pretending like we're doing the 4 weeks for 4 weeks now. So
it's amazing when you have notes preprepared.
We'll have
how
that
much
for the
better
next
that goes.
3 weeks, and hopefully you remember it. So, number 2, sponsor of the week, Jake, Trustin, Art.
That guy.
Jake's Body Shop and Reverend Banks.
Oh, Reverend.
All of them are studs of studs. And Jake Trustin Art, I saw, has been trying to sell off some art recently, which is kind of random. And for good prices, too.
He had Black Friday deals.
Yeah, and he wanted to give away some Patriots stuff to anybody I knew for free that were Patriots fans, but someone ended up buying one of his Patriots drawings of Tom Brady. And then I got him in connected with one of my other friends for a Rob Gronkowski drawing, and he was going to give it to him for free. And I think the guy was going to pay him for it. So hopefully that ended up working out. But he is throwing out some solid stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And if I had more space, I would consider actually buying some myself, but I don't. I only have space for a 4-foot bobblehead.
Well, he's got to give all that money to Mrs. Trustin Art. So
she needs it.
She does.
She needs it.
She's got Gucci taste, and he's an art major.
But he is a very solid art major.
Oh, yeah.
He does solid things.
He done did it. He done made it.
Yeah.
So he's out here throwing money to the wind like it's dollar bills.
Every which way. And then my number 3 is sponsor of the week. I put Andrew Workman, who's my workout buddy. He's we swam together in high school, swam against each other briefly in college, but he is currently living in the St. Louis area, but he'll be moving back in January or February range, but he likes coming back to town to see his family, and whenever he does, we get swole. We are swole patrol in the gym. We worked out like 3 times very aggressively, swam a couple times after we worked out, and man, can't you see it? Don't I just look bigger?
All I hear is that you have a boyfriend now.
Whatever it takes to get bigger, that's what I'll do. So shout out Andrew Workman. Thanks for working out with me, and I'm excited for you to move back into town. I doubt you're listening to this, but
I have a hater of the week.
Hey, just do it. Just do it. We're already longer than any episode we've ever been.
My stepmom. She's like, Dane, you need to find your property tax for your car that you paid last year, and you need to go to the courthouse for that. I'm like, Tammy, I ain't got time for that. I'm out here working.
We already made the deal.
Yeah, we already made the deal. I have your car, and you take over the payments, and it's fine. And I gave you expired plates, but it's okay. And a crack in the windshield, but it's okay. And the back speakers don't work, but it's okay. And
I also totaled it on the way here.
I didn't total it. It's like just a way better car, and I hate the car that I have now, but it's okay. But also, yeah, Tammy, I don't have time for that. I work a gazillion jobs, and I also serve in K-Life, and I'm trying to find a girlfriend. So there's just simply no time, and I can't do it. So commit tax fraud. It's okay.
And on that note, if you want to make clips for us here in the future, let us know. I got a new laptop, so maybe I might be able to start making clips.
That'd be fun.
I don't know. It still takes some time. But besides that, Friday Pickleball, if you need 2 pickleball paddles or more, use the code Samuel14434 and get $5 off your order. And then that also gives me a little kickback. Dane's still doing his ministry support raising. So if you want to help him out, make sure to click the link in the bio and support him that way. Send him a DM or the Until Next Week podcast a DM so they can track it properly. Also, the best way to grow the podcast is if you tell your friends or family or whoever or coworkers, hey, this is a funny podcast. Please listen. I think you'll enjoy this. Maybe the first few episodes are a little slow. Jump into some recent ones first and then go back. That way, they're more likely to continue to listen. But if this is bringing you joy, which it looks like it is, spread that joy to others, and we would appreciate that greatly. And then finally, make sure to leave 5 stars, leave those voice memos, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you again for listening, because currently at this point in time, the Packers are up 28-24 on the Lions with 12:58 in the fourth quarter. And we don't know what's going to happen, but you do know if you followed the game last week.
And we definitely have to go because we need to watch these games.
Yes. So that is all for episode 102 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Sling the rock.